the longer you walk with the Lord, the more aware you are of eternity. The longer you walk with Jesus, the more aware you are that you're just passing through. At a certain point, some of you will discover this, some have already. I've discovered this now at this point in my life. When you're young, you're caught up with all the kinds of things that you can be caught up with. You get caught up with your education, you get caught up with relationship, you get caught up with your job, you get caught up with a variety of things. You know, these are things that you pursue, and many of those are the things that are necessary at that time in your life. There's no condemnation concerning those things. But you do get caught up with them. Then if you get married and you have your children, you're caught up with raising the children. And as they grow up and everything, you get caught up with wanting them out of the house. I mean, that's how it works. But you get caught up with quite a number of things over time. And after a while, you may be blessed and fortunate enough to achieve many of the goals that you set for yourself. You got the degrees, you got the good job, you got the nice neighborhood, you have a nice vehicle, you have relationship, you have all of those things. And yet if you don't have Christ in the center of them, it's all emptiness. And then ultimately what happens is you get to the end of your life, and then you have a chance to look back over your life, and you begin to wonder whether or not you accomplished the things that really mattered. And when you begin to speak to people and you ask them concerning what their greatest regret is, very often they'll say, I didn't spend enough time with those I loved. I didn't spend enough time relaxing. I didn't spend enough time enjoying. I spent so much time doing all the work to get to the things I wanted. And I never even enjoyed it. Many years ago, there was a song concerning a man who it was called Mr. Businessman, and it speaks concerning him having roses in the garden. He says, have you even smelled the roses in the garden? Have you ever listened to the laughter of your children when they set about to play? You know, all you've done is survive, but you've never lived was the whole point of it. Why is that? Because he was pursuing the things that didn't matter. He was pursuing the things that didn't last. And so, Christians, when we walk in the Spirit, we're seeking the things of the Lord. And that's what we want.